Fingertips, it's a good night. No long kiss. Since 13, I've been clocked in. Since playground, I've been on point. Since capture enemy, I weighed in like an iron giant with a strong voice. Since matter no money, you can pay me. 1979 when it made me. Now I change ways, trying to stay sane in these fast times and these strange days. Here I go, fired up. Glow same color as a fire truck. Last dragon on bath salts. Up in the way, I'm high as fuck. In the pocket, I'm popping off. Pinpoint, but not proper. Stealing energy from my enemies, taking it through my chakras. Still verses, real curses. Every now and then I feel worthless. Walking around in the presence of greatness. Why would a nigga not feel nervous? Yes, we gotta build purpose and rep the minute it feels worth it. Came in the game with a ball and a chain and the damn thing changed. I'm still working, still lurking, kill purpose.
Greetings guys. I'm Master Key, Master Pastor Key. Come teach you about your third eye. So open your third eye. Where is it at? Boom. The third eye chakra, as we showed in the video before. So, the third eye. What is your third eye? What is your third eye? The third eye in the reptilian brain. The third eye, what is it? When you're walking in the woods and you see two paths and your instincts tell you to take the right path. Say you meet a person and your feelings say, I really shouldn't trust this person. That's your intuition. That's connected to your third eye. So go ahead and back this up a little bit before we continue. Let's get some cool third eye chakra going. Boom. So yeah, this is your third eye. There's affirmation. Your third eye. Supposedly, if this is open, you're considered woke. You're considered awakened. Or are you? Are you considered awakened when you have this thing open? So, yeah, most people have the misconception that you're awakening, but this is only one part of your awakening. There's levels to it. There's so many levels and so many lifetimes that we go through these things. So that's a little bit on your third eye. One moment, guys. All right, guys, so that's your third eye. So as we were saying, so you see, let's see, you see apparitions, ghost eye. What is a ghost eye? I don't know what that is, but so yeah, I'm literally gonna ghost. There we go. So let's say you see all sorts of spooks and things like that. So you see apparitions or dimensionals. That's what we at Nuwaku call aliens, higher dimensional beings, or beings that move between dimensions. You see them moving around around the room. Okay. So when your third eye is developed and disciplined, it can open up the realm of the psyche, the mind. Opening the third eye is a process, and it can happen when you are ready for it to happen, or for it to happen. Signs that you are awakening or that your third eye is beginning to open is a pressure at the center of your head near the brow. Okay. The development of the third eye chakra, as you begin to see, as you begin to develop your third eye chakra, with it you can observe other dimensions, usually in your frontal view. As we said, see, usually in the front view. In the frontal view. Okay, guys? So, the exercise to opening your third eye. So, we're going to go ahead and flip this around, guys. Hopefully, you guys can see me. Can you see me? All right, guys. So, the exercise for opening your third eye. Well, first of all, you want to locate where it is, right? So, go ahead and take your finger right here. Start moving around there, waking that energy up. If you really want to try to get it open, start right there. Focus your energy like that. And as you do that, you can feel it. So what you want to do is you want to sit up in a proper meditative position. You want to begin to rhythmically breathe. And exhale to your belly. So you want to take the take your tongue and rub it at the roof of your mouth where you feel that hill in the slits. You want to rub it. You want to begin to stimulate this. So you just want to rub it until you find that right spot where. Right there. So usually right at the bridge of the teeth in the gums right here. Okay? So you want to move it around in your mouth back and forth. Then you want to imagine an indigo, and this is with all your chakras, all right? This is how you properly open them up, as I was trained. Okay? So you want to imagine an indigo or whatever chakra you're trying to open up at that time. An indigo lotus flower with 1,000 petals, okay? 1,000 petals opening up and spinning round and round. Usually automatically it'll spin on its own, but once it opens up, it should start spinning. If you're not spinning, it's not spinning, then you need to get some momentum moving in that chakra. See it, feel it, and feel it spinning. Then again you want to press your tongue against your teeth and go different mantras like that. I'm going to give you an affirmation that's going to help you start to see beyond the matrix. I found this for a fellow YouTuber a long time ago, and after I started doing it, so this process is a surefire way to open the third eye. If it doesn't happen in a day, for some of you, we're in an awakening process, so it should happen pretty fast. But this is a surefire way of opening the third eye. It is repeated every day for 7 days. All right, this is my prescription. 7 days. You don't do that, try it again. Okay, with the affirmation saying, "I will see beyond the matrix. I will pierce beyond this illusion." But be careful what you ask for when that happens. All right, because it's going to happen, and it's going to be strong, and you better not have no fear. You better be able to prepare and understand what you asked for. And after a long period of you trying and you just don't get the sensation, or there's nothing there, just don't get no feeling or anything. That's because you don't have a third eye. You don't have a pineal gland or a thalamus or at least an active one. You might have one in your brain, but your DNA won't allow you to activate that or whatever. That's because different beings of us, or entities of us, or different people have different starseed genetics. So different star seeds or different constellations or different entities or aliens or whatever you want to call species, they have different chakra systems. So they also essentially gave us some of those chakra systems, and some of the more recent ones as well. So such as, certain ones that only have the lower set of chakras, some only have a higher set of chakras. Some of them have balanced. So yeah, back to this right here, guys. Boom, boom, boom. So we're gonna go into the reptilian brain. Where is that at? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, downloads. So where is our reptilian brain? See, this all right here is the reptilian brain. That's not as accurately as I want to pull up. I actually had a diagram somewhere of the actual system of the reptilian brain. So where is that at? I'll go ahead and just give it a Google for you guys. Reptilian brain, blah, blah, blah. So here we go, reptilian brain, bam, there we go. This is the one I was looking for right here, guys. I had it in here. So look, boom, midbrain, pons, medulla, spinal cord. Yep, both spinal cord, reptilian brain, the lower, the cerebellum, where they plug in your matrix head jack into. See, boom, 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 boom. So the reptilian brain, guys. All right, something only a reptile would know. All right. So the reptilian brain, the observation of the human anatomy of the brain and its many folds, overlapping structure, it can seem quite confusing. The anatomy of the brain becomes much easier and clearer in the light of its designer. The oldest part of the triune brain comes from our reptilian ancestors who created us in the universes, in conjunction with a few other species. It controls your vital functions such as heart rate, breathing, fight or flight instincts, your primitive nature, and stuff like that. But it also houses your fourth eye and some other things that I will get into in the next video. This controls your vital functions such as heart rate, breathing, balance. We, the reptilians species of Anunnaki, or whatever you guys want to call us, we grafted the human reptilian brain about 4 million years ago. Here. Now, we've seen it other places as well. Okay, so, so the first part of the brain that is actually the third eye is the thalamus. The thalamus, guys. Okay, so now we can go, the thalamus. Okay, here we go. Boom, that's the thalamus right there. That's essentially, that's the thalamus. So as you can see, thalamus, or its general area right here. So a little bit of information on the thalamus. The thalamus is either of two masses of gray matter lying between the cerebral hemispheres at either side of the third ventricle. Third ventricle. All right, guys. It's called the third ventricle. Now, let's see if we can get this. There we go. Pull it back a little bit. Get the TV in the right direction. The third ventricle. So, so the thalamus, right? This is your chamber. Boom. And in fact, if you read the description, the thalamus is Greek, some other Greek bullshit we don't care to read. For chamber, is the large mass gray matter of the dorsal part of the diencephalian of the brain, with several functions such as relaying sensory signals, including motor functions, to the cerebral cortex. Boom. To the back of the brain. That's where all the simulation is being done. Okay, and it is the motor skills to the cerebral cortex and the regulation of consciousness, sleep. See, you know, the pineal gland is always associated with sleep. It is a midline symmetrical structure of two halves, with the vertebrae situated between the cerebral cortex and the midbrain, and the main product of the embryonic Disinfo, or whatever, you know. I'm in California. I don't have these the linguistics to say all these big ass words right now. Plus I'm tired. I've been trying to make videos all day. So see what else is important in my notes. I don't want to make this too sciencey, you feel me? So yeah, that's the third eye, man. Not your third eye, that's the thalamus. So go ahead and alright, so boom, third eye. Where we at here? So as we were. So boom, third eye. So as you see, this is broken up into many parts. So main part, the mammillary body. The pineal gland is way up in here. It's way in here, really, but this diagram is wrong, like I said. So just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get these. Let's see. Shift. Okay, so boom. Open gallery. All right, there we go, fam. So this not wanting to move. Guess it's not really wanting to move right here. I don't know what we got going on here. Okay, there we go. Bam. You can just Jesus looking motherfucker. All right, so here we go. Fourth eye, bam, bam, bam. Okay, so boom, look, located right here. All right, so you got several energy producers right here, projecting that out right there, so that you can see as we get into the thalamus, anterior group, lateral group, posterior lateral, stuff like that. Big Jesus. Boom. Here's the actual brain. See here. The thalamus. Thalamus. See. The oblongata. This is the front eye of the symbol, the emotions. Here's your olfactory bulbs. Boom, boom, boom. So there we go. That's me right there, your DNA. So boom, look, oblongata. You notice each one of these, they switch it around. Cerebellum, fourth eye compartments. See, here's the arteries of the arteries of the brain, still in the cerebellum, the medulla. So this is connected to your fourth eye, the back of your head. All right, guys. So, boom. All right. So, see the connection of the chakras in the higher spiritual. The connection to the brain to the higher spiritual chakras, increasing universal source intelligence. So you notice you got boom, 1 projection, 2 in the back of the head. See, and we're not even doing our fourth eye video right now. We're just going over a little bit, familiarizing ourselves with how to open the third eye, so that way when I do the fourth eye video, which is gonna be a lot better, boom. So we'll go back into this later. That's some heavy shit. This is right here, your 8th and 9th chakra. The galactic chakra activation begins. The key. So let's see right here. The chamber. Look, the key. The ancient Kemetic mythology. There is a hand at the end of each sun ray that passes the key of life onto those who possess the genetic ability to utilize the sunlight in a resourceful way. All right. The door, the chamber, housing. See, not is the pineal gland, or the third eye is the door. See, it's just a door housing the lock that the mythological key accesses. Life, death, the door. The door is open. I don't know if it'll let me get to the other part. So, boom, here we go. This is what I really want you guys to understand right here. Overstand. See, so we're giving out keys right now. See, side chakra. So in order to understand the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 in the back of the head, the 6 energy centers of the brain. Okay. The Alandura, your side chakras, which are at the temples. Okay. I'm getting to how to get inside your temple, how to get inside your house, all that. Chakras, boom, boom, boom. Third. So yeah, this is pretty basic. 6 eyes. See, we are seated from reptilians. Look at the good Dogon with their bipedal feet from our avian reptilian ancestors. And there we go. Back at the, I think we pretty much covered. Boom. All right, see, here we go. The eye of Horus. Okay. The eye of the hawk was given to us by the eagle heads, the hero, or the Heru from Hercules, the bird avian people, you know. So look, peep game though right now. Off the top, the corpus callosum. I told you guys, what is this? The brow of Heru. What is this right here? This is the thalamus. This is the indigo color. Boom, the hypothalamus, right? Connected to the heart chakra. So imagine if you got all these aligned at once and you're accessing the back, right? Look, bam, pineal, the oblongata, the golden ratio. Okay, this is where the golden egg is. Not gonna give y'all too much on that because I don't need people trying to access that. You will hurt yourself. So, boom, 22 chakra set that we have here. Notice I'll talk about the gold chakras, but there's more than one gold chakra. So, make no means when I give something out, there's definitely something that's worth for me to be able to give out. So, boom, here we go. Reptilian brain, intellectual, dinosaur brain, lymphatic. See the green, lymphatic system, neocortex. See the pathways of the avian brain. See, it's the avian brain in comparison to our brain, or the mammalian. All right, so settle 120. So check it, peep game. We got 30 hertz here, 30 hertz here, right? That's 60. Okay, that is 60 put together. That's 60 hertz between your two eyes, right? So boom, you double that, right? You're just gonna double that. Boom, 60 plus 60. Okay, you got 160 60. So you no longer using these right now. You access this. So boom, you've added 60 more hertz or whatever you want to call it. We'll get more into the math of this a little bit more accurately, but right now we just chilling. We're going to do a little overview. So right here, boom, 60. Say this is 60. You're using this right here. That's 120 degrees. Look, notice they got the back of the head lit up. See, boom, more on that. So that's just our little presentation, family, on the third eye. I'll get into some more about how in depth you can really use the third eye, but let's see if we can find. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So as you can see, like we said, the seraphim has multiple eyes. The seraph, a reptilian. See, you get the beetle, boom, boom. The representation of the scarab holding the sun. It's all inside your mind. You are a reflection of that thalamus. See, look, toroidal plexus. This all connects to your higher 22 chakras, the golden egg. Boom, there's a real brain right there. So we can examine that ourselves. Look at that. Eyebrow, pineal gland, all that right here. All the cerebral cortex and stuff going on. I mean, the cerebral cortex is not itself the fourth eye. It's the connection housing to get to the fourth eye. Boom. Notice he got this big old bright chakra on his head with the snake. That big old bright chakra on your head. So yeah, that was the Eye of Haru. And thank you guys for watching. This is your master pastor, Pastor Key. So we're gonna go ahead and let this go on real quick.
Chonging out when I'm in the booth and my team is up to par. Y'all can hit the bar. I ain't lying, my shit's the proof. No capsizing when I'm flowing. These waves don't play fair. I wade through my night dreams, backstroke through my daymares. They don't care, I don't either. Still rocking that white freezer. Excess crew when we clicked up, so we roll with no leader. I'm in the mood to the repeater. I'm in a gunfight packing the cleaver. And in the